In this video, I'm going to run you through the setup for simple distillation. Now, distillation is a separating technique used if we want to separate the components of a mixture where one or more components are liquids. So it's a very good way of isolating or separating liquids in a mixture. Now, the liquid I'm going to use, I've got this one here, which is water. That's water from the tap, and ink. Got some blue ink. Now, if I pour in the blue ink into the water, no prizes for guessing that it goes a nice blue colour. So we have a mixture of blue ink and water. Right, how do we get the water separated from the ink? Well, it's all about this setup. Now, this is called distillation. Just to run you through the pieces of kit, we've got a round bottom flask, we've got the connecting piece, a thermometer, and it's this thing here. This is called a condenser. Now, the condenser it's actually two tubes. It's a tube within a tube. Okay, so the evaporated water from here goes up and will run down through an inner tube in the condenser. Now, around the inner tube is like a chamber where water flows. So the water that goes in from the tap here does not come into contact with the evaporated water from here. The water from the tap just goes around the outside and it cools down the water vapour and turns the water vapour back to pure water. And then that should come out and drop down here to be collected. Right, so first things first, let's pour in. Okay, let's pour in the mixture of ink and water. Okay, so in it goes. Okay, don't want to put too much in because it does get quite vigorous when it's boiling. Now, when it boils away, it's going to jump around quite a bit. So there's something we need to put in called anti-bumping granules. These are just like tiny bits of plastic which basically stop the inky water from jumping around too much. Okay. So as you can see, I'm very popular when I cook at home. Anyway, right, so that's going to go back over here, and then we can reconnect. Okay. Right, inky water, ready to be heated. Condenser, right, let me show you what goes on with the condenser. So, water in, so water goes in here and out here. Okay, so this is the water out. If I turn on the tap, as you can see, this is filling up with water from the tap, but there's a tube that goes through the middle here. A tube that goes through the middle that's separate from the water on the outside. Okay, so the water flowing in from here is just to cool down what's going through the middle. So if I leave that there like that, probably best to sellotape this in place so that I don't pour water everywhere. So as we can see, the water is going through the middle to cool it down. Right, we're ready to heat. We are ready to heat. So, we've got a Bunsen burner. And so, obviously we want to heat it on a blue flame, just like that. As the water in the mixture evaporates, it's going to go up. Now, when it evaporates, water evaporates at 100 degrees C. So when this hits 100 degrees C, we should start to get water vapour going down there. Right, it's starting to boil away. Okay, starting to boil away. Now water vapour is going to be leaving here, going up here, and then going down into the condenser. So that cool water from the tap is going to cool down the water vapour. Right, we can actually see the water going down the middle. Okay, so the water vapour from here is evaporating. Now it's hitting this part. This is cold. This is obviously hot, but this part's cold. So as soon as the water vapour, the pure water vapour, comes in through the middle here, it's going to cool down, condense back to pure water, and be collected here like that. Okay, so as we can see, here we have pure water, pure condensed water being collected here. You might notice, just notice the blues starting to fade a bit there. That's due to thermal decomposition. The blue ink here is thermally decomposing, because as we can see here, this is pure water on the bottom right. But the actual ink looks like it's breaking down, but the compounds in the ink will still be present in the round bottom flask. Okay, just turn that off. That will do for now. So there you have it. Simple distillation. Okay, simple distillation, a very, very, very effective method for separating pure water. So there we have it. As we can see there, pure water. Okay, almost good enough to drink. Thank you very much.